The second book, called One Step at a Time, came to me because we had a lot of success using the principles of applied behavioral analysis with our son. It doesn't mean that it's for everybody, but teachers in general use principles of applied behavioral analysis and they don't even realize they do. People who use a sticker system and put stickers on good work or use reward charts, that's just one tiny little piece of applied behavioral analysis. And I think that I saw the huge need to build a bridge between what happens in a school in terms of how do we reach these children with autism, and then what happens in the academic world where we have behavior analysts. We needed to take what they know and bring it into a school system where a regular teacher could easily implement. And we had done it at home without even really realizing we had done it. We just had to do it. That was the way he learned. So I wanted to write something that was literally a teacher or a parent could read it in a couple of hours and have a sense of what kinds of strategies, what kinds of resources do we need that will help me to reach my child with autism. Because our kids' brains are wired differently. They don't learn very often in the same way that some other kids can. And it's just a matter of they absolutely can learn. We just have to find the right way to plug into them. And for us, and for many of my students, it definitely has been the use of some of the principles of applied behavioral analysis. When I speak of applied behavioral analysis in the classroom, I'm not speaking of intense therapeutic or clinical interventions. That has its time and place. What I'm speaking of is in a classroom, teachers can use priming and chaining and task analysis and shaping behavior. In fact, I really believe that most teachers already do use it. They just don't have the names for it. And when we know that those kids will usually really respond to applied behavioral analysis methods, then to me it makes sense that we would use them. And I think we need to help teachers to feel more comfortable with the terms, help them to feel that we're just not adding on to their already crazy workload. We need to provide them with a toolbox of how to work with kids with autism. And that's where the book One Step at a Time came from, because I wanted educators and parents to know we can only do it one step at a time. And we have to take tasks and break them down and teach them one step at a time. And that's where that book has come from. And I really want it to empower and encourage people to realize you don't need a university degree in behavioral sciences. You can teach these kids using some very common sense strategies.